Welcome to Trendverse by Uzma Amin, your destination for the latest trends in AI, online earning, blogging, finance, technology, and future skills. If you want to stay ahead, learn smarter, and grow faster in the digital world, you're in the right place. Subscribe to join our growing community. Like and share to support valuable content. Turn on notifications so you never miss what's next. Let's learn, earn, and grow together.
So today we're going to take a look at a platform you've probably heard of, especially if you've been looking for ways to make money online, Remotasks. We're going to break down what it is, how it works, what you can really make, and get to the bottom of that big question. Is this a legit way to earn some extra cash from home? I mean, think about it. The idea of sitting at home, turning a few spare minutes into actual money with just a couple of clicks, it sounds almost too good to be true, right? No commute, no boss breathing down your neck, no special degree. It's pitched as the perfect little side hustle. But is it really that simple? That's the promise of platforms like Remotasks. So let's see if it actually holds up.
Okay, first things first, before we can even talk about the money, we need to get a handle on what this thing actually is. So what exactly is remote tasks? At its core, remote tasks is what's called a crowdsourcing platform. Basically, it connects a massive global workforce, people just like you and me, with companies that need a ton of simple digital tasks done. And a lot of this work is actually pretty cool. It's used to train artificial intelligence systems. And listen, we are not talking about complex stuff here, like coding or graphic design. The tasks are more like drawing boxes around cars in a picture. That literally teaches self-driving cars how to see. Or you might be transcribing short audio clips, which helps improve voice assistants like Siri or Alexa. These little actions are actually the building blocks for so much of the modern AI we use every day. And this right here, this is the key to its appeal. There's no fancy degree you need, no special background. If you've got a computer or a smartphone and a connection to the internet, well, you have everything you need to get started. So you're probably thinking, okay, I'm interested. How do I actually jump in? Well, the whole process is designed to be super simple, and it really just breaks down into 3 main steps. So it all begins when you sign up. You'll have to complete a few short, unpaid training courses for the different types of tasks. You can think of it like a quick orientation, just to make sure you know what you're doing. Once you pass a course, boom, you unlock all the paid tasks in that category. And from there on out, it's all about flexibility. You just log in and work whenever you want, from wherever you want. Okay, so we know what Remotasks is and we know how it works, but now let's get to the most important question, the one you're really here for. What about the money? Let's be real about what you can actually expect to see in your wallet. Right, so after all that clicking and labeling and categorizing, what does it all add up to? Are we talking about a real income stream here, or is this just, a little bit of pocket change? Let's just be direct about it. When you are first starting out, the pay can be pretty low. Most beginners find themselves earning somewhere in the range of $2 to $5 an hour. And that's mainly because you're still learning the system, getting your speed up and making sure your work is accurate. But that's not the end of the story. As you get faster and more accurate, your pay rate can definitely go up. More experienced users, the ones who are really efficient and unlock those more complex, higher-paying tasks, they report earning more in the $6 to $8 an hour range. Of course, none of these numbers are a guarantee. What you actually make really depends on a few key factors. How many tasks are even available on a given day, how fast and accurate you are, and which types of tasks you've actually unlocked. It's a pretty dynamic system. So let's try to put all this together. Like with anything, right? There are some clear upsides and some pretty significant downsides. Let's really weigh the pros against the cons to get the complete picture. And when you look at it like this, the trade-off becomes really, really clear. On the one hand, the appeal is obvious. It's so easy to start, it's incredibly flexible, and you don't need any special skills. But on the other hand, you have to face the reality of the low starting pay, the fact that work can be unpredictable, and that this is absolutely not going to replace a full-time income. So after weighing all that out, the good and the bad, we get to the bottom line. Is remote tasks actually worth your time? I think this quote just perfectly captures the whole thing. The absolute key here is managing your expectations. If you go into this thinking you're going to pay your rent or replace your day job, you are going to be really disappointed. But if you look at it as a way to make a little bit of extra spending money during your downtime, to pay for Netflix or a nice dinner out, then yeah, it fits that role perfectly. Ultimately, it really comes down to a personal calculation, doesn't it? What is your time worth? For some people, earning a few extra bucks while you're just watching TV anyway is a total no-brainer.
But for others, that time is better spent doing something else. So the question isn't really whether remote tasks works. It does. The real question is whether it works for you.